Good afternoon, everybody. Today we're going to talk about how to integrate with Nexus and kind of the ins and the outs of that. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jessica Tierney. I am our Strategic Partnership Manager. I come from being a regional property manager for the past 15 years, and essentially Chadwell has brought me on to bridge the gap between vendor side and the property management side to be able to kind of teach this in a different way so everybody can understand it with a little bit more of an ease and streamline that process better from our side. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. So what is Nexus? How does it benefit the property management side? Well, from day-to-day operations, everything is held into one platform. So what's great about this is that Nexus is a little bit different of a piece. It connects with any property management software out there. So this connection is going to allow the property to be able to place their orders with speed and accuracy and still track everything that they look for every single day. Their management software will obviously manage all of the leasing, the rent roll, the tenant relationships, but with Nexus being a piece that's added to it, it will allow them to combine all of that together. So that way, if there is an order that has to go in for a tenant that's having a maintenance issue, they're able to then track that inventory with that Nexus connection. And from there, they'll be able to use that information from that Nexus connection to be able to then budget for their budget season and forecast for whatever additional parts that they may need for the next year. With all that being said, with that Nexus connection, they can then take that information to make sure that they have all of the transparency and visibility to manage their entire portfolio and control that inventory, if anything that is being ordered, and to be able to see all of the money that's coming in and out from that ordering system as well. So having everything all connected into one area is what is a benefit for these third-party platforms and for the management companies. So they can basically see everything all together instead of having to go to multiple areas to gather that information. And from an owner or an investor's standpoint, because obviously they're not always in the same areas these properties are, they're able to pull that information's entirety and be able to see where they may need to increase budgets for next year or where there may be an issue that's happening at property level. So having all of that information in one area is fantastic. So how do you get started? Well, the management company is going to send a request to Nexus to add Chadwell Supply as a vendor. So typically, whoever the decision maker is within their corporate office, or whether that's a regional or a VP, they would then go to Nexus and say, hey, I want to add Chadwell Supply as a vendor. The next question is going to be, do I do direct catalog or do I do punch out? Well, direct catalog, you're going to be just doing everything within the Nexus platform, but punch out, you're literally going to be punching out into our website to go ahead and shop. We definitely recommend punch out, and we'll get into the reasons why later on. Once you decide that, you would then go ahead and place that order. And the reason that this is so awesome is that from that point, you're streamlining your process. So once you place your order, the order's out for delivery, your invoicing is going to automatically go into that workflow for payment. So you have everything all in one area, all in one shot. We will also later go through where you can find some frequently asked questions and user guides that we also have provided to help out a little bit further, but we'll get into that later. So we're going to get into direct catalog shopping. This is the landing page that you see when you get into the Nexus platform underneath Chadwell Supply. So let's say you're looking for appliances, cabinets, electrical. You can shop by category, or you can shop by property if there's already an established shopping list, or you can actually type in part numbers or specifically a description. And from there, once you figure out what you're looking for, you add to your cart. You'll see up in that top right-hand corner where you can go ahead and view your order. You'll click that section. And from there, this is where you create your PO. So everything you need to know that you put into your cart will appear on this screen. You can update your quantities and then go ahead and create your PO. And that's it. So everything that you do within the Nexus direct catalog shopping experience is essentially just searching for whatever item that you're looking for, going ahead and clicking your quantities, and then creating your PO. And from there, that order would then be transmitted to Chadwell Supply. So getting into the punch out experience, what is punch out? Well, punching out means you guys are leaving Nexus to go ahead into our Chadwell Supply website to shop. What makes this so special is the fact that we can set up shopping carts for you, shopping lists for your ordering. And what we mean by that is, let's say that you wanted to have a maintenance make ready shopping list of everything that you need to turn an apartment. Well, we can create that for you based on your property's needs. Or if you're in renovation, we can break it down by a 1x1, a 2x1, a 2x2, however you prefer it. We can even break it into categories. So electrical, plumbing, whatever is going to make it easier for you in your day-to-day, we can break that down for you. Another reason why PunchOut's so special is because everything's configured for you. Your taxes, your billing, your payment history, you can see all of that because essentially it is on our website, even though we're still connected with Nexus. Another item that's important is back orders. So let's say that you guys are looking for specific parts and you cannot find it anywhere. Well, our website is able to tell you whether something is on back order or in stock. And if, for example, if we don't have it, your territory sales manager can log in and mimic your property, and update it to something we do have in stock. We know with COVID times right now, the supply and chain issues that are out there is extensive, but for us, we want to make this as easy as possible. So being on PunchOut gives you that advantage. It's honestly the best practice for the property management, especially if a maintenance supervisor is ordering or there's an emergency out there. This allows us to help you so much further and goes ahead and once again streamlines that process. One item to mention, if you ever get asked for a Chadwell Supply login, please note that you don't need it. You should automatically be logging into our website when you're punching out of the Nexus system. If you get that screen, you just have to clear your cookies and cache and start over. It's just the extra security between the website and Nexus connection. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into what the experience looks like. So you're going to go ahead and choose your catalog, and from there you would choose Chadwell Supply. And this is where it's going to take you into our website. So you're literally punching out from Nexus into our actual website to continue to do your shopping. So as you can see, you're still within the Nexus platform, but at this point, you're now shopping on our website. So you're going to go ahead and place a search for whatever item that you're looking for. You'll add it to the cart, and then you have to go directly into the cart. Once you go into the cart, it will allow you to see whether something's on back order. Like as you can see right here, this says this item's out of stock, and that you will have to essentially adjust your quantity in the cart or remove it. And then if that isn't available or we don't have a suitable item to replace it with, it will not let you check out, okay? So another item would then be placed in the cart. You would go ahead and confirm your order back to Nexus. Okay, you guys must see that button in order for that to transmit back. If you don't see that button, then you need to make sure you're directly in your cart, because otherwise this isn't going to transmit back. Once you have that new item and everything looks good, you're going to go ahead and this is going to come back to the actual Nexus platform. From here, this is where you'll go ahead and confirm that this is what you correctly are punching into the system to go ahead and purchase your order. And then this is what you'll see in the end. So once that order has gone and been sent to us, you'll see that this is what your invoice is going to look like, as everything will automate back. Your PO has been created, it's been sent to us, the order's out for delivery, and this is what you'll see in order for the invoicing to be available. So super simple, shop like you would on a typical website, confirm the order in your cart, make sure everything's correct for you, then confirm that order back to Nexus to generate your PO. Once everything's sent to us, this is the invoicing that you would see following that. This is super important because Nexus is the only platform that we don't have a login for to be able to go in and see what's going on for these customers. So this email address right here, support@nexussystems.com, will be your guys's best friend for the properties that may be struggling. We definitely do our best to try to navigate and look at things on our own and try to help out with what we can see from the Chadwell side. But Nexus platform, since it is an actual third-party connection and not directly integrated with the management software like Yardi or Real Pages, we can't log in to see anything. So this email is so important for your customers because typically when you come to us, we have to email the same email to get an answer, okay? Please make sure that your property is selected before you're shopping. So in that top tab, you need to make sure that it shows 444, whatever property it might be, because otherwise you're shopping for a different property, and that's not going to obviously be good when your order isn't correct. Making sure that you are always selecting when you're doing your actual direct catalog, that you're selecting which vendors that you want to shop, or if you want just to shop Chadwell Supply, you'll notice that there's a drop down bar that's at the beginning that will ask you who you're trying to shop for, but you can only do that within the landing page for Nexus. You cannot do that in the punch-out experience. Punch-out experience is only that vendor that you're shopping under. So for us, if you're in Chadwell Supply punch-out, then you're only shopping Chadwell Supply. Whenever you guys are setting up with Nexus to begin with, you'll want to make sure that your GL coding is sent to them upon integration. Otherwise, you'll have to update your GL coding every time that you do your invoicing if you're just on static catalog. It isn't an order until it's final approved. So just a reminder that if your hierarchy specifically states that they have to have an order approved from a regional or a VP or accounts payable, that unfortunately until it says send to supplier within your status for your PO, there's nothing for us to do on our end. We have to wait for that approval. So making sure that you understand your property's hierarchy is going to be super important. Order tracking and support. So for your ETAs, you can reach out directly to your Chadwell Supply Territory Manager for support, but you have to make sure that you see that the order has been final approved and sent to supplier, because otherwise we won't have that information for you yet, okay? So just so you guys know, this goes back to the beginning where I said we had an area of our website that talks about frequently asked questions, user guides, and recording. ChadwellSupply.com/procurement will be your definite go-to. So ChadwellSupply.com/procurement definitely will have all this information for you guys. If you do need help, we do have procurement@ChadwellSupply.com. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. All of this information will once again be on ChadwellSupply.com/procurement. All of these recordings will also be available for refreshers or to help out in the field. But once again, we're so excited to be able to offer this program. I'm so excited to be part of this, but I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And please let us know if we need anything. Of course, procurement@ChadwellSupply.com can also be a benefit as well. Have a good day, guys. Thank you so much for joining us.